Sonora is the county seat of Tuolumne County, California. The city population was 4,903 during the 2010 census, up from 4,423 during the 2000 census. Sonora is the only incorporated community in Tuolumne County. Geography: Sonora is located at 37.98436 degrees north, 120.381767 degrees west, 37.98436 minus 120.381767. Around the intersection of California State Highways 49 and 108, the altitude is 1,825 feet. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 3.1 square miles, 99.55% of it land and 0.45% of it water. Climate: Sonora has cool, wet winters and hot, mostly dry summers. Average January temperatures are a maximum of 54.5 degrees Fahrenheit and a minimum of 33.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Average July temperatures are a maximum of 94.6 degrees Fahrenheit and a minimum of 58.8 degrees Fahrenheit. There are an average of 75.5 days annually with highs of 90 degrees Fahrenheit or higher and an average of 52.2 days annually with lows of 32 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. The record high temperature was 113 degrees Fahrenheit on June 22, 1961, and July 15, 1972. The record low temperature was 8 degrees Fahrenheit on December 9, 1972. Average annual rainfall is 32.07 inches, almost all from November through April. Although there are very occasionally afternoon and evening thunderstorms in the summer months, which drift down from the Sierra Nevada, there are an average of 60 days annually with measurable precipitation. The wettest rain year has been from July 1994 to June 1995 with 56.40 inches, and the driest from July 1975 to June 1976 with 15.26 inches. The most rainfall in one month was 21.69 inches in December 1955, including 7.10 inches on December 27. The record 24-hour rainfall. Average annual snowfall is only 4.7 inches. The most snowfall in one month was 30.5 inches in January 1933. The Köppen climate classification subtype for this climate is CSA. Demographics: the 2010 United States Census reported that Sonora had a population of 4,903. The population density was 1,593.0 people per square mile. The racial makeup of Sonora was 4,402 white, 24 African American, 95 Native American, 79 Asian, 12 Pacific Islander, 84 from other races, and 207 from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 542 persons. The census reported that 4,613 people lived in households, 85 lived in non-institutionalized group quarters, and 205 were institutionalized. There were 2,199 households, out of which 562 had children under the age of 18 living in them. 689 were opposite-sex married couples living together. 380 had a female householder with no husband present. 116 had a male householder with no wife present. There were 192 unmarried opposite-sex partnerships, and 12 same-sex married couples or partnerships. 881 households were made up of individuals, and 312 had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.10. There were 1,113 families. The average family size was 2.77. The population was spread out with 975 people under the age of 18, 526 people aged 18 to 24, 1,266 people aged 25 to 44, 1,324 people aged 45 to 64, and 812 people who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 39.7 years. For every 100 females there were 93.0 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 89.9 males. There were 2,463 housing units at an average density of 800.2 per square mile, of which 898 were owner-occupied, and 1,301 were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 4.6%. The rental vacancy rate was 8.6%. 1,960 people lived in owner-occupied housing units and 2,653 people lived in rental housing units. As of the census of 2000, there are 4,423 people, 2,051 households, and 1,046 families residing in the city. The population density is 1,456.2 people per square mile. There are 2,197 housing units at an average density of 723.3 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city is 91.4% white, 0.7% African American, 1.5% Native American, 1.2% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 2.0% from other races, and 3.1% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race comprise 8.4% of the population. There are 2,051 households, out of which 24.0% have children under the age of 18, 33.2% are married couples living together, 14.0% have a female householder with no husband present, and 49.0% are non-families. 40.3% of all households are made up of individuals, and 15% have someone living alone who is 65 years of age or older. The average household size is 2.06 and the average family size is 2.75. In the city, the population is spread out with 20.4% under the age of 18, 9.5% from 18 to 24, 26.3% from 25 to 44, 23.5% from 45 to 64, and 20.4% who are 65 years of age or older. The median age is 41 years. For every 100 females there are 82.8 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there are 77.1 males. The median income for a household in the city is $28,858, and the median income for a family is $39,722. Males have a median income of $40,958 versus $26,111 for females. The per capita income for the city is $19,248. 16.9% of the population and 10.9% of families are below the poverty line. Out of the total population, 22.8% of those under the age of 18 and 7.2% of those 65 and older are living below the poverty line. Economy and tourism. The area economy was historically based on the mining and timber industries, but now relies on tourism. One of two active lumber mills in Tuolumne County was shut down in 2009, but reopened in July 2011. As the closest city to Yosemite National Park, Sonora provides services to some of Yosemite's visitors. The city also benefits from its proximity to Railtown 1897 State Historic Park. Education. Columbia Community College is the sole college in Tuolumne County and offers 2-year degrees. Individuals wishing to attend a university must commute 50 miles to University of California, Merced, California State University. Stanislaus Interlock. Politics. In the California State Legislature, Sonora is in the 8th Senate District, represented by Republican Tom Berryhill, and in the 5th Assembly District, represented by Republican Frank Bigelow. In the United States House of Representatives, Sonora is in California's 4th Congressional District, represented by Republican Tom McClintock. History. Founded by Mexican miners reminiscent of the state of Sonora, Mexico, during the California Gold Rush, Sonora was once a booming center of industry and trade in California's mother lode. Most of the gold that was removable with traditional mining techniques was quickly extracted, leaving miners to use more complex and expensive mining techniques to reach deep pockets of quartz and gold. Sonora, as well as other mining towns of the era, experienced economic hardship when the value of gold decreased. As easier accessible gold deposits dried up, businesses and miners realized extracting the gold cost more than it was worth. As gold fever died down, Sonora's size and population steadily decreased over the years. A local museum serves to remind locals and visitors of the gold rush era and what Sonora was once like, as detailed by novelist David Carkeed in his memoir Campus Sexpot. Sonora was fictionalized as Wattsville, the setting of Dale Kobe's cult underground classic. The sequel, From Round Hole to Revolutionary by Jeff Dial, also takes place primarily in Wattsville, Sonora. Culture and arts. The newspaper of record for the Sonora area is the Union Democrat. The Tuolumne County Film Commission describes Sonora as one of the country's most versatile locations, where more than 300 film and television series have been made. Local museums depict the Gold Rush era and historic Sonora. The small town is home to 2 resident theater companies. The Community Theater Stage 3 produces comedic and dramatic plays in its small space, often providing pre-show musical entertainment from local singers and groups. The professional theater company Sierra Repertory Theater produces a variety of musicals and plays each year at 2 different theater buildings, the East Sonora Theater and the Fallon House Theater in Columbia. Sonora is also home to the Tuolumne County Arts Alliance. Notable people. Well-known people associated with Sonora: Vaughn Armstrong, actor; Melvin B., attorney; David E. Carkeed, writer; Jack Casinetto, painter; Phil Koch, MLB pitcher; Molly Culver, actress; Charles Delshaw, artist; Larry Franco, film producer; Brooke Haven, adult films actress; James P. Hogan, writer; Jenny O'Hara, actress; Josh Parry, NFL fullback; Dan Pastrini, NFL quarterback; Francis Rocco Prescia, bassist of Tower of Power; T.J. Dillashaw, a former UFC bantamweight champion; Tata Vega, entertainer; Fred Dodge, undercover agent for Wells Fargo Co., 1887 to 1940, born in Sonora, California.